And put us on mute.
There's somebody that Mom and Claire knows that's coming right over here.
Aaron, can
For
you
a
go
second.
closer? Okay, Aaron, stop.
What?
Can you turn off the-
Oh, yeah. Hold on. There you go. Who is it?
Mary Grace.
Oh, my internet connection's unstable. Hello? You know who that is?
Did you forget me already?
Hi.
Hi, Mary Grace.
We're gonna get started. Isn't that nice? Mom and Claire are gonna read today. That's awesome. Is it okay if I get started? Okay. All right. We're gonna do that. All right. Hold on a second. HMS. I'm gonna get our readers highlighted because we have some guest readers that are coming today. I'm trying to get them all. Hold on a second. Gallery view. Hold on. Oh, my internet's going in and out. I'm sorry. There we go. I'm going to spotlight everybody. See, so we have Aaron. Making sure my list. We're waiting on some people. Lizzie, Leah, Aaron, Kayla, Rodney. Okay. All right. All right. Let's try this again. Spotlight. And spotlight. There we go. Nice. Now it's working.
Oh,
There's another guest reader.
oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's Dr. Seuss with guest readers. Yeah, yeah.
I muted Ed. Don't tell him. Don't tell Ed I muted. Hey, Ed. I think I have everybody up. Everyone's saying hello to all our special guest readers today. This is so exciting that on our screen today, we have a bunch of guest readers, and I'm just waiting on one more guest reader that was supposed to be coming. I don't want to start without her. But the book that everyone's going to be reading is Horton Hears a Who. It's a great, great story, a Dr. Seuss story, and we're going to do it in order that I have on my screen. I don't know if it's the same order on your guys' screen, but it's going to be Rodney, Karen, Mom and Claire, Sarah, Lizzie, Leah, and then Kayla in that order. So you're going to read a page and then it'll be the next person that goes. So let me get the screen sharing aspect of this up here. Oh. On first. And then I can't see it. HMS. So Rodney's going to start us off reading us the first page.
Yes, sir. I'm starting now?
Yep, that'd be great.
All right. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool, he was splashing, enjoying the jungle's great joys, when Horton the elephant heard a small noise.
Hold on a second. Aaron?
Yep. So Horton stopped splashing. He looked towards the sound. That's funny, thought Horton. There's no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person were calling for help. I'll help you, said Horton, but who are you? Where? He looked and he looked. He could see nothing there, but a small speck of dust blowing past through the air.
All right.
I say, murmured Horton, I never heard tell of a small speck of dust that is able to yell. So you know what I think? Why, I think there must be someone on top of the small speck of dust, some sort of creature of very small size, too small to be seen by an elephant's eyes.
All right. Nice. Thank you. All right. One here.
Some poor little person who's shaking with fear. Then he'll blow in the pool. He has no way to steer. I'll just have to save him because, after all, a person's a person no matter how small.
So gently, using the greatest of care, the elephant stretched his great trunk through the air, and he lifted the dust speck, carried it over, and placed it down safe on a very soft clover.
Humped a voice. There was a sour kangaroo, and the youngest kangaroo in her pouch said humph too. Why, that speck is as small as the head of a pin. A person on that, why, there's never has been.
Believe me, said Hardin, I tell you sincerely, my ears are quite keen. And I'm sorry, I can't really see this.
I'm sorry. Let me try to make it bigger for you.
Okay, my ears are quite keen. I heard him quietly, clearly. I know there's a person down there, and what's more, quite likely there's two, even three, even four, quite likely. A family for all that we know, a family with children just starting to grow. So please, Hardin said, as a favor to me, try not to disturb them. Just please let me be.
We're going to go back to Rodney.
All right. I think you're a fool, laughed the sour kangaroo. And the kangaroo in her pouch said, me too. You're the biggest blamed fool in the jungle of Newell. And the kangaroos plunged in the cool of the pool. What terrible splashing, the elephant frowned. I can't let my very small persons get drowned. I've got to protect them. I'm bigger than they. So he plucked up the clover and hustled away.
Through the high jungle treetops, the news quickly spread. He talks to a dust speck. He's out of his head. Just look at him walk with that speck on the flower. And Horton walked worrying almost an hour. Should I put the speck down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, these small persons may come to great harm. I can't put it down, and I won't. After all, a person's a person, no matter how small.
Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was so faint he could just barely hear it. Speak up, please, said Horton. He just put his ear near it. My friend, came the voice. You're a very
You got it?
fine friend. You've helped us all folks in this dust speck no end. You've saved all of our houses. our ceiling and floors. You have saved all of our churches and grocery stores.
You make me feel old. Can I read this? You mean
Sorry.
yes? You have a building there too? Oh yes, piped the voice. We most certainly do. I know, called the voice. I'm too small to be seen, but I'm the mayor of town that is friendly and clean. Our building to you would seem terribly small, but to us who aren't big, they are wonderful, wonderfully small. My town is called Whoville, and I am a Who, and we Who's all thank you. Are all thankful and grateful for you. And Horton called back to the mayor of the town, you're safe now, don't worry. I won't let you down.
But just as he spoke to the mayor of the speck, 3 big jungle monkeys climbed up Horton's neck. The Wishersham brothers came shouting, "What rot! This elephant's talking to a Who's who are not. These aren't any Who's and they don't have a mayor, and we're going to stop all of this nonsense. So there."
They snatched Horton's clover. They carried it off to a black-bottomed eagle named Vladikoff, a mighty strong eagle of very swift wing. And they said, "Will you kindly get rid of this thing?" And before the poor elephant even could speak, the eagle flew off with the flower in his beak.
Is it my turn?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. All that late afternoon and far into the night, that black-bottomed bird flapped his wing in a fast flight, while Horton chased after with grown over stones that scattered his toenail and battered his bone, and begged, "Please don't harm all the little folks who have as much right to live as us bigger folks do." But far, far beyond him, the eagle kept flapping, and over his shoulder called back, "Quit your yapping, I'll fly the night through. I'm a bird, I don't mind it, and I'll hide this tomorrow where you never find it."
At 6:56.
Are you next?
No.
It's Rodney that's next. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's me. Sorry about that.
it's okay.
And at 6:56 the next morning, he did it. It sure was a terrible place that he hid it. He let that small clover drop somewhere inside of a great patch of clovers 100 miles wide. "Find that," sneered the bird, "but I think you will fail." And he left the flip of his black-bottomed tail.
I'll find it, cried Horton. I'll find it or bust. I shall find my friend on my small speck of dust. And clover by clover with care, he picked up and searched them and called, "Are you there?" But clover by clover he found that the one that he sought for was just not around. And by noon, poor old Horton, more dead than alive, had picked, searched, and piled 9,005.
Then through the afternoon, half hour after hour, till he found them at last, on the 3 millionth flower. "My friends," cried the elephant, "tell me, do tell, are you safe? Are you sound? Are you whole? Are you well?"
From down on the speck came a voice of the mayor. We've really had we really had trouble, much more than our share. What the bottom birdie let go and we dropped. We landed so hard that our clocks had all stopped. Our teapots are broken, our rocking chairs smashed, our bicycle tires all blew up when we crashed. So Horton, please, cried the voice of the mayor, will you stick by us? who's while we're making repairs. Of course, Horton answered. Of course I will stick. I'll stick by you small folks through thin and through thick.
Second here.
Humph, humphed a voice. For almost 2 days, you've run wild and insisted on chatting with persons who've never existed. Such carryings on in our peaceable jungle. We've had quite enough of your bellowing bungle. And I'm here to state, snapped the big kangaroo, that your silly nonsensical game is all through. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, me too.
With the help of the Wickersham's brothers and dozens of Wickersham's uncles and Wickersham's cousins and Wickersham's in-laws, whose help I am engaged, you're going to be roped and you're going to be caged. And as for your despot, ha, that you shall boil in hot steaming kennels of diesel, not oil.
Come back when we
Boil it,
see
gasped
Mama
Horton.
Claire.
Oh, that you can't do. It's all full of persons. They'll prove it
Well,
to
keep
you.
an eye out for me when I see them.
Janice, do you mind mute yourself?
When we see them, I'll pop them. I'll put it behind you so I can look at it while we're doing it. Okay.
Horton called Mr. Mayor. You
Mama
have to
Claire.
prove that you really are there.
Okay.
So call a big meeting. Get everyone out. Make every
Oh gosh, what is happening here? Did I close the wrong
make
thing?
every who shout.
I
Make
sure
every
did.
who scream. If you
No, I
don't,
didn't. It's still up.
every who is going to end up in a bizzo nut stew.
And down on the dust speck, the scared little mayor quick called a big meeting in Whoville town square. And his people cried loudly. They crowd out in fear. We are here, we are here, we are here, we are here.
The elephant smiled. That was clear as a bell. You kangaroo surely heard that very well. All I heard, snapped the big kangaroo, was the breeze and the faint sound of wind through the far distant trees. I heard no small voices, and you didn't either. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said, me neither.
Wrap him, they shouted, and cage the big dope. Lasso his stomach with 10 miles of rope. Tie the knots tight so he'll never shake loose. Then dunk that dumb speck in the bezel nut juice.
Horton fought back with great vigor and vim, but the Wickersham gang was too many for him. They beat him, they mauled him, they started to haul him into his cage, but he managed to call to the mayor, don't give up. I believe in you all. A person's a person, no matter how small. And your very small persons will not have to die if you make yourselves heard. So come on now and try.
The mayor grabbed a tom-tom. He started to smack it. And all over Whoville, they whooped up a racket. They rattled tin kettles. They beat on brass pans, on garbage pail tops and old cranberry cans. They blew on bazookas and blasted great toots, on clarinets, oompas, and boompas, and flutes.
Great guts of loud racket rang high through the air. They rattled and shook the whole sky. And the mayor called up there through the howlin' mal hula baloo. Hey, Horton, how's this? Is the sound coming through?
And Horton called back, I can hear you just fine, but the kangaroo ears aren't as strong, quite as mine. They don't hear a thing. Are you, sorry, I can't see that word.
It's sure.
Oh, are you sure all your boys are doing their best? Are they all making noise? Are you sure every who down in the who valley is working? Quick, look through your town. Is there anyone shirking?
Through the town rushed the mayor, from the east to the west, but everyone seemed to be doing his best. Everyone seemed to be yapping or yipping. Everyone seemed to be beeping or bipping. But it wasn't enough. All the ruckus and roar. He had to find someone to help him make more. He raced through each building. He searched floor to floor.
And just as he felt he was getting nowhere and almost about to give up in despair, he suddenly burst through a door, and that mayor discovered one shrieker, quite hidden away in the Fairfax Apartments, apartment 12J. A very small shrinker named Jojo was just standing and bouncing a yo-yo, not making a sound, not a yip, not a chirp, and the mayor rushed inside and he grabbed that young twerp.
And he climbed with the lad up the Ethelberg Tower. This, cried the mayor, is your town's darkest hour. The time for all who have blood that is red, who come to the aid of their country. He said, we've got to make noises in greater amounts. So open your mouth, lad, for every voice counts. Thus he spoke as he climbed. When they got there, the lad cleared his throat and shouted out.
Can't see the word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Nice, Claire.
And that one small extra yacht put it over. Finally, at last, from the speck on the clover, their voices were heard. They rang out clear and clean. And the elephant smiled. Do you see what I mean? They proved that they are persons, no matter how small, and their whole world was saved by the smallest of all. How true, yes, how true, said the big kangaroo. Move your head from it. And from now on, you know what I'm planning to do. From now on, I'm going to protect them with you. And the young kangaroo in her pouch said,
Me too. From sun in the summer, from rain when it's fallish. I'm going to protect them, no matter how smallish.
The end. Let's give our guest readers a big hand. It's great. Wonderful. Well, we have a challenge here at HMS that we do with Dr. Seuss Day, and it's to read Oh Say, Can You Say? So what we do is we have our guest readers challenge our staff in a little bit of a friendly competition. So I want to see if there's any staff members that want to help read Oh Say, Can You Say? I might start picking on people. Unmute yourselves and let me know if you're interested. Christine, was that a hand? Was that okay?
Yeah. Sure, I'll do it.
Right. Our wonderful social work team. All right. Let's see. Anybody else? Celeste is in the assembly room. She wants to do it. Okay. Oh, Kristen's raising her hand. I see Kristen. Okay. So we're gonna get a book up. I see Caroline raise her hand. Oh, thank you for using that little app there. Okay. Evan, Rafi will do it. Okay, great. So we're going to start with our guest readers. You only have to read one page of this tongue twister from Dr. Seuss. I'll get that queued up right now.
They want
I'll do that.
Dr. Seuss,
All right. So we'll have our guest readers go first, and then I'll turn it on to the staff. We'll go in order as how we had it with our readers, Rodney, Karen, and Mary Grace's family. So start this out. Rodney, this is your first one here.
Okay. Said a book reading parrot named Huey. The words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis. That was nice. I like that.
That was a good one. All right, Karen.
Am I going still?
Oh no, it's Karen. It's we're gonna read in order as we did it for Horton. So,
All right, cool.
You want to read that, Karen?
Yep. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finney's Diner. Finney's also has some fresher fish that's fresher and much finer, but his best fish is the freshest fish. And Finney says with pride, the finest fish at Finney's is the freshest fish French fried.
So don't you order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finney's? If you're wise, you'll say, fetch me the finest French fried, freshest fish at Finney's Fries.
Fish.
Hold on a second here.
Hold on.
All right, no, Sarah, you can go.
Okay. We have a dinosaur named Din, and Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall out of his left front shin. Then we have to call it the pinner Blin, who comes with his handy shin pin bin. And with a thin Blin shin bone pin, Blin pins Din's shin bones right back in.
Wait.
Empty.
Bed spreaders spread spreads on beds. Bread spreaders spread butters on breads. And that bed spreader better watch out how he's spreading on that bread spreader's sure going to butter his bread bedding.
As he gobbled the cakes on the plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are the kinderkin's apes, are to gobble green grapes cakes. They're great.
We're getting some laughter here in the assembly room. Here.
Are you having trouble? I'm saying this tough. This really is quite easy for me. I just look in my mirror and see what I see. And then I just say what I see.
All right, we're gonna have Kevin Rafferty read this one.
All right. You should leave your grocs home when you travel by air. If you take them along, they'll charge you double the fare. And your grocs must be packed and locked up in a grocs box, which costs much, much more than an old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes than waste all that money on boxes for grocs.
All right, excellent. All right, we're gonna have Kristen read the next one.
Yeah, had a good rhythm. Oops.
Costs more, a simple thimble or a single single? A simple thimble costs less, could cost less than a single would, I guess. So I think that the single should cost more than the simple thimble would.
Very nice. All right. We have Celeste in the assembly room. She's gonna read one.
All right. Eat at Zipper Zips. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on Clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips and a chop at Skipper Zips Clipper Ship Chip Chop Shop. And if you get your tongue ready, and if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one is easy.
See about that. Let's have our social work department. Let's have Laura Boyd read this one.
Right. Okay. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering telling you so. You should know the first names of the Fudnuddler brothers who like to pile each on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper and Jeffrey and Judd, Horatio, Horace, and Hendrix and Hud, and then come Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud. Also Fitzsimmon and Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky and Stinky and Stewart and Stud. And down at the bottom is poor little Lud, but if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud.
Excellent. All right, Christine.
We have two ducks, one blue, one black. When our blue duck goes quack, quack, our black duck quickly quack, quacks back. The quacks, blue quacks make her quite a quacker, but black is a quicker quacker backer. I keep going.
We'll have somebody else go. Let's see. Hold on. there's any more volunteers from our staff. Margot's gonna go. Okay, we got a volunteer in the assembly room. Oh, hold on, Margot. And speaking of quacks.
And speaking of quacks, reminds me of cracks and stacks and sacks and shacks and schnacks. So, oh, say, can you say, I have cracks in my shack, I have smoke in my stack, and I think there's a schnack in the sack of my back.
Impressive. All right, let's see. I don't know, HMS, who was winning? Was it our guest readers or our staff?
I feel like HMS was cheating.
Yeah. I think they had practice.
Yep.
Yeah, we might have some practice here and there.
Sounded way too smooth.
I think I'm going to try my hand in this. Let's see. All right. Up an island hard to reach, the east beast sits upon his beach. Upon the west beach sits the west beast. Each beast thinks he's the best beast. Which beast is best? Well, I thought at first that the east was best and the west was worse. Then I looked again from the west to the east, and I like the beast on the east beach least. All right, let's see if we got any other participants here. If any staff want to join in. Oh, Caroline. I'm sorry, Caroline. I'll get you set up. Here we go.
Okay. Pete Briggs pats pigs. Briggs pats pink pigs. Briggs pats big pigs. Don't ask me why. It doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig, big pig patter. Pete Briggs. Oh, you want me to keep reading?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Pete Briggs pats his big pink pigs all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete puts his patted pigs away in his Pete Briggs pink pigs, big pigs pig pen.
All right, let's see if we got anybody else. Let's see in the assembly room. Well, let's see if we got somebody else. Charlie or Cindy? Charlie's stepping up.
Put the glasses on. Fritz needs bread and bread needs Fritz. Fritz feeds bread and bread needs Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with Fritzy bread food. Fritz bread feeds bread with Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, has always said, Fred fed Fritz, friends of Fritz fed Fred.
Oh boy. All right, I think we got Cindy.
All right, how to tell a cloth from a gloss. Well, the gloss you will notice has lots of black spots. The cloth is quite different with lots of black dots. But the big problem is that the spots on the gloss are about the same size as the dots on the cloth. So you first have a spot who the one with the dots is, then it's easy to tell who the cloth or the gloss is.
Impressive. All right. Let's see, I thought I saw a mirror. Anybody from G101? Nope. Looks like Amir's. See if there's anybody else. We might go back to our guest readers. Rodney, I think that's you.
Sir. All right. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop in a cop's cap, or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap, or a fat flapjack flapper in a flat flapjack cap? Jesus. Or if you think you don't like cops' caps, flapjack flappers, or cupcake cooks' caps, maybe you're one of the choosy chaps who likes cookie captain's caps, perhaps. Wow.
Oh, I went the wrong way. All right, Karen.
Okay, more about Blinn. Well, then Blinn comes home tired from his work pinning shins. The happiest hour of old Ben's day begins. Mr. Ben is the father of musical twins, who's tucking twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddy to sleep with the twin Ben's violins, and oh, say you can say, far away from Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen and Schwinn has a blue-footed two-footed, trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-stringed, tin Schwinn mandolin.
All right. I think Mama and Claire should read together. What do you think? Let me turn the page.
Ooh. Ready?
Yeah.
Real fast.
Okay.
Rope soap, hoop soap. If you hope to wash soup off a rope, simply scrub it with scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you wish to wash soup off a hoop, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly souped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper's soup off hoop super soak.
That is a tongue twister. All right.
Merry Christmas mush. One year we had a Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas mush to munch, but I don't think you'll care for such. We didn't like to munch mush much.
And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give to your daddy. If your daddy's name is Jim, and if Jim swims, and if Jim's slim, the perfect Christmas gift for him is a set of Slim Jim swim fins. But if your daddy's name is Dwight and he likes to look at birds at night, the gift for Dwight that might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light.
But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet, and a walrus which whiskers is worse even yet. When a walrus lips whispers through tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ears will get a blister and blinkers. And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you'll finish. Oh, say, can you say?
The storm starts when the drop starts dropping. When the drop stops dropping, then the storm starts stopping.
All right. Let's give our guest readers a big hand. I think, I don't know, let's see. Was it our guest readers? Let's make some noise if we thought they won the challenge. Guest readers? Guest readers? Our staff? I don't know. I think it was our guest readers that won. Our guest readers had a big challenge in front of them, and they accomplished it. So I want to pull somebody in over here that helped coordinate this event. Anthony, DJ Anthony, helped get everybody together. So big thank you to Anthony. And thank you for hanging along.
Sure, my boy.
Have a good one. All right, we're not quite done yet. We had a big therapeutic recreation month celebration this month, and I'm going to turn it over to Josh and Cindy for our raffle. We had a raffle that took place, so we're going to see who won that real quick before we close for the event today. I want to spotlight Cindy as well. Here we go. There we go. All right, Cindy, you and Josh are spotlighted. And you're muted, Cindy, just so you know.
All right, hello everyone. So we are going to announce the winners for our guessing booth. So for our first jar with the soda tabs, and with the guest of 4,400 is Faye. The correct answer was 4,283. So congratulations to Faye. All right.
Yay!
Of Hershey Kisses, there was 135 in here. And our winner is Chris Coyle with 125 as her guest.
Rig.
Next, we have a jar of beaded necklaces with the guess of 12. And there are 12 in here. So congratulations to Letitia.
All right.
And then for our final jar, we have a jar of rubber bands. We had 3 people who shared the same guess. Unfortunately, the person did not add their name, so we have to disqualify them. Josh is going to pick one out of this cup, and that will be our winner for our 4th jar. All right.
Yeah.
Josh. And our winner is Miley.
All right.
Also, there were 518 rubber bands. Miley guessed 500.
Oh.
Right. And last but not least, we have our t-shirt wrap. Josh is gonna pull from our Dr. Seuss hat over here. Gonna shake it up really nice, Josh. And the winner is Marianne. Thank you, everyone who participated and supported student government. Yeah. Back over to you, Kevin. You want to say how much? Oh.
Oh, they were all students.
Josh has a quick message.
Oh.
You made 320. Thank you.
We raised $320 by DuPont's Amazon wish list. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Kev.
All right, that was a big, just from student government, $320 raised. Awesome job, guys. So I want to thank our guest readers again. We had Mary Grace's mama and Claire. We had Lizzie, Leah, Karen, Sarah, and her babies, Rodney and Kayla. Let's give it a big hand. HMS, make some noise for our guest readers for Dr. Seuss. Unmute yourself, make some noise. Let's see. Everybody. There we go. There's our readers.
Yeah.
Everybody. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to the students. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this was fun.
Anytime.
No problem. And a big thank you to Anthony again.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Ed. I'll see you later.
See you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Sarah, I'll be over to babysit in an hour. So. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
See y'all later. Thank you.